What a beautiful morning. Wow, was that crazy?
That was awesome.
Boom, baby!
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by Hunter Specialties, makers of the DoD Signature Series line, perfected by the turkey calling experts.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Turkey Season 22. This has been so much fun, living it, filming it for you guys. The feedback has been incredible throughout this spring, but we're nearing the end. This is episode 12. There's one more episode out of this one, and this specific show is kind of some Missouri madness, if you will. It's Perry, my dad, and myself, and kind of three different ways. Perry's was a roost hunt, Dad's was a midday hunt, and then mine the next day was a mid-morning hunt. All fired up gobblers with some incredible footage of the wild turkey. And something to say about these hunts was we knew we had to capitalize on the weather. This spring, it's been fairly wet, cloudy, rainy, kind of everything that Mother Nature could throw us, she threw us. And these two specific days, we looked at the forecast, we're like, sunshine and some warmer temps. And boy, did those turkeys work. But we're excited for you to watch this one, and thank you to everybody that has been following along. It's been a fun one to live, and we've been chowing down on those turkey nuggets. So here we go, Missouri Madness coming right up.
Well, I'm anxious to try this new Winchester Longbeard SXP 20 gauge. Nice pistol grip on it. It's a sweet little gun. We're gonna put it to the test here downrange and see how she does. Dude! That's 40 yards. Longbeard XR. Longbeard XR 6s. Winchester SXP 20 gauge. That's a shooter. At 40 yards. You don't find a 20 gauge at 40 yards that does that many times. That's impressive. Holy moly! Mother Nature screw up and give us a pretty morning. Yeah. It's nice out. Oh, you ready to rock and roll, Big Daddy?
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's take the pump. I'll film you. I shot this the other day. Shot extremely well. So we're going to give it a whirl again this morning. Shall we? Well, it's chilly 30 degrees this morning at 5:20. We are starting to crack light off to the east, which as you go through the turkey season, your days get longer and your nights get shorter. So you get less and less sleep, and it just wears you down, wears you down, wears you down. However, we are so excited to get out there this morning because today it's just me and Perry, and it should make it easier for us to maneuver. Should make it easier for us to get on birds. Whether they'll come or not, I don't know. We got extremely high pressure, and these days are notorious for that high pressure hush. In other words, they'll gobble well on the limb, they'll gobble well when their feet hit the ground, they'll stand in one spot, gobble their brains out, and then they're done the rest of the day. Because they're in such a good mood early on, they literally decharge their batteries the first hour of the day, and then they won't gobble the rest of the day. So we're gonna have to make hay while the sun shines and get on birds early, see if we can make it happen while they're still gobbling. There's a pile in there.
That means the whole flock's there. I mean, they're right there.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing better than a spring morning. It was 30 degrees when we got out of the truck, and it's dead calm, which we haven't had all season. It's been windy, but I mean, just hearing the woods wake up, there's nothing better. We got this new SXP from Winchester, 20 gauge. We're right on the edge of a field, a little grass opening right here, so fingers crossed. But what a beautiful morning in the turkey woods. We'll see if that moves them at all. They answered a couple times, but I suspect, based on what we've been seeing, they got a bunch of hens in there with them. But we're in a good place for them to come to, no matter what. We'll see what happens here.
Good job, buddy.
Longbeard XR pump 20 gauge SXP. That was a long ways. I think it was a little north of 40.
You got him, buddy.
What a beautiful morning.
Congratulations, Perry.
Thank you, sir. What a beautiful morning here in the turkey woods here in Missouri. I mean, just clear blue skies, high pressure, and these turkeys gobbled well. They wouldn't come to the decoys. I had 2 hens with them that skirted us a little bit, but with confidence of this new SXP from Winchester and some XR6s, we reached out there at that 40-yard mark that we did on the range, and results in us sitting behind this dead turkey here, and I couldn't be any more happier. Turkey hunting's just the best thing in the world for me, but what a beautiful morning, and thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you. It was patterning so well
It was.
the other day, and it paid off today. And it's amazing how when you go through that and then you need that shot,
You feel confident at that range. And I did. I told Mark, I said, if you're good, I'm good. He said, let's kill him.
Well, Perry just killed one. Beautiful morning. We're gonna go try and get on some other birds. We just drove past up in the field. We saw 2 strutters out of it, so we think it would be appropriate to try them. Got the pump with us. We're gonna take a trophy time or 2. See if we can get into these boys. We hunted them yesterday morning in the woods, and they came close, but not close enough. So we'll see if we can get on them. Open field, so change of tactic. Let's see what the result is. They're all the way at the west fence.
Gotta be a gobbler left, isn't it?
That other turkey's going too.
Yeah, so's the top one.
Running.
Let's go underneath.
Well, we're on a couple of strutters, but they're about, that's gotta be 300 yards away. We've had a setup that required the fans, the trophy toms, to make an attempt, but no luck.
I was reading on social media the other day, a guy came out complaining about guys that fan. And he said, it's 100%. You show them a fan, they come running. I've seen it work 10 out of 10 times. I was like, boy, how misinformed are you? We use these often. It's another tactic, and it can work. But there's no guarantees in hunting. More often than not, a lot of times I've shown them and they'll go the other way. So for everybody out there that's anti-fan, I would say this: you haven't done it enough. It's another technique that can get you in the game some days, but most days it's a fail. Stay right next to me. There he is. Two down, Perry. What a day. Whew. Wow, was that crazy. That was so much fun. Oh, gracious. Even with the phone ringing. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb after Wade called. Then Tracy called. Wowzers. We came around to get on these birds that were so far. We got right here at the gap with them, and they were 30, 40, 50 yards. We just kept fanning them and calling them real softly. They finally came through, gave me a shot there at like 25. And much like Perry's success this morning, got it done with the SXP pump. That was fun.
That was fun.
Two down, buddy.
Yeah, congrats.
Boom! That was awesome. Awesome. Private. Bear length greater than 6, yes. Spur length greater than no. Submit, submit. It's that easy. Well, what a great morning. Deercast said great, and it was great. The turkeys gobbled well this morning. We had a tremendous show with Perry's bird this morning, and then we said, you know what? We are gonna have to make hay while the sun's shining, and literally it's shining today. It hasn't been doing a lot of that. We've had wind, rain, snow, fog, more wind, more rain, and finally a calm day, a bluebird day. And I mean, the turkeys have performed. We killed one early that gobbled well in the roost, and then we said we should find some birds in fields today. These calm, pretty days, they love to get out and strut, and that's exactly what happened. Came in, tried them at about 300. They had some hens with them. We backed off, used the terrain, came up right here, got a shot at 25 or 30 yards. So pretty cool morning. Two completely different hunts, and that's the exciting thing about turkey hunting. And it's really about having the experiences in the past to know what tactics to use in the future. So we were excited to take two turkeys this morning, I can promise you that. Awesome stuff here in Missouri. I'd say we've had a good morning, sir. Look at there. Two beautiful eastern gobblers. And we had fun doing it, and that's the main thing about hunting. You know, I mentioned success as it pertains to the trophy tom or fanning or calling or anything else, and it varies based on your tactics, your abilities, and your overall situation. Lately, I've seen a lot of just head-scratching hate out there on social media, and to the point that, you know, I'm like, do I address this? Do I not address it? But I'm not going to address it directly, but I will say this: we're all in this together. And I've been hunting probably 40 years. Terry's been hunting 50 years. And to see what social media can bring out of hunters is, as I say, head scratching. We're all in this together. We got enough people fighting for what we do, regardless of how someone wants to hunt or what they want to take out of the sport. That should be up to them. And just because there's an opinion that you have doesn't make it a fact. Same for me. I have my opinions. Doesn't make them facts, doesn't make them real, but they're my opinions, and I enjoy my hunting and my style. And that's what I would recommend everybody do. And be happy when someone succeeds. Be happy when they go out and try something new. We've all got to stick together for the resource and for our overall group. We're a small fraternity, so there's no reason why we wouldn't, you know, band together and be on each other's side and have each other's backs. So go out there, enjoy your time, have fun while turkey hunting, and just leave it there. I know one thing: we kill some turkeys with fans. We kill a lot with calling. We kill a lot with decoying. We kill a lot just in general tactics and how we use the woods and the terrain. But we also work our tails off in the off season to have these opportunities. There's places in the country where the bird numbers are just a little bit down. We've been blessed, and we've been hunting and fanning in our own ways for decades. I first used a fan back in the early 90s, and I've used one quite often, but my bird numbers are still in good shape, so I make my decisions on how I hunt based on what I think I need to do to kill the turkey, end up with him in a frying pan, and not necessarily that, oh, I'm ruining the population, because we're doing the steps we need to take to make sure we have a healthy population. We plant food plots. We are absolute death on the predator population, whether that be nest predation or coyotes. We do everything we can to give back as much as we can to the resource. And when it comes time to hunt, then we do what we have to do to take a turkey and put him in the freezer. And at the end of the day, I think that is the circle of life. We're giving more than we're taking. And I'm proud of the fact that I'm a gamekeeper, as is Wade, Taylor, Perry, Terry, Forrest, Ben, Carson, Josh. We all care greatly and deeply about the resource. So we make our decisions based on the future, not today. And right now, this population's in very good shape. So whatever the tactic is, we're going to use it to kill a turkey. We did a signature series with HS that we're very proud of. Myself, Paul Butsky, Terry, Tad Brown. We worked very hard on the mouth call line specifically. This is a call that I used to run in competition. It's a call that I hunt with a lot. This is a tongue cutter plus. It is a literally 1, 2, 3, 4 part cut to finally get the exact pattern that we want. There's a cutter, an additional little cut, there's a V, and then we cut that tongue back, and that's why we call it the tongue series. This is a tongue cutter plus. By having, instead of a sharp V, you bring it back, you get a very natural rollover and a very natural turkey sound. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Very good yelps, very good cuts. You get those sounds because we've worked really hard at not only the tension from side to side, a little bit of back tension, the 3/1000ths in thickness reed so it's easy to blow. You get very realistic sounds. So whether you're going on stage to compete or whether you're going out on the real stage out in the woods to hunt a turkey, try that Tongue Cutter Plus. What's that?
It's not blowing wind.
It is not blowing. It's 41 degrees, pressure's 30.19. And they should gobble this morning. Perry and I are gonna take Taylor out this morning. He and I killed yesterday morning. She's up to bat this morning, so we'll see if we can have some fun. We've also got Wade filming coon dog this morning, so last dry day based on the forecast, so we're gonna see some rain over the next 8 to 10 days and deal with the mud. Hello, Taylor.
Hello, Mark. Good morning. Walked out of the house, truck was gone. I was like, they left. They literally left.
They go.
this timber. We had a muddy blind we were gonna pop up. We got to this plot. There's a little Quonset hut type blind here, so we jumped it in knowing they'd be used to it. We got turkeys behind us about 150 yards. We're hoping that they come into this little opening. But they're not hitting it like we want. Doesn't mean they're not coming, they're just not answering me the way that I like.
They haven't moved.
No, we need to go get on them. They get in that mood where they're gobbling on their own. You go to them with a call, they won't hit it, then they'll delay and start gobbling again. That's a sure sign they've had a lot of hens and they just don't want to come to you. We gotta change his mind.
That seemed, I don't know.
A little better.
Yes.
I think he's coming.
That seemed closer.
It sounds to me like he's coming.
Where?
He's right out.
Come here, shoot. Ready?
Good shot!
God,
Great shot! That was a turkey
it
hunt.
was dead on the whole time.
Good girl. That was cool.
Congrats, that was awesome.
Boom, baby.
Oh, I was just waiting for the go. I was like,
Yeah. Boy, did he play well.
yeah, he did.
We came a long way to that turkey.
Yeah.
A long way. Whew, come on, girl. What a hunt that was.
That was awesome.
Good shot. Good shot. Wasn't that fun?
Oh, it was so much fun. Notch. Yeah, that was awesome. Well, what a hunt that was. Just a beautiful morning here in Missouri. Sun shining, decently warm temps, and my third and final tag here in the Midwest, which rounds out the amazing day that you and Perry had yesterday.
It was awesome. We
It
killed
really
two
was.
yesterday, one today. Pretty weather finally, and turkeys are acting the way you want turkeys to act.
Yeah.
Typical this morning, we started out on the roost. They were henned up. We
Yep.
went to a few different places, finally found a bird gobbling, but he was so distant.
Yeah.
And I'm saying we came at least from when we first heard him, at least 3/4 of a mile over to this turkey.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it by foot, crossed the creek up the hill, got with him, and then it was just a matter of working him real sweet and soft, and he came in.
He did. He came, and that Longbeard XR did work, but just an awesome hunt. Perry's behind the camera there, and what a great way to round out the Midwest season and this episode. I mean, 3 just killer kills.
It was awesome. Turkey season 22 is rolling on, and
Yep.
here's another one to finalize this show, and Terry's group's doing good. We're having fun, and
Yep.
it was just a fun day.
Heck yeah.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by MOTV. For more turkey content, check out our legendary series, King of the Spring, on the MOTV app today.